Yo, how's it going? I wanted to drop by with a quick post, kind of like a log, I guess, at this point, because I'm constantly working on some things. But I wanted to show you what I picked up today. It's a project some of you may still remember from back in the day. The healers in our game are going to have cosmetic changes, meaning similar to our creatures and other alpha vial items. They will be NFTs, but they will have, in terms of like stats, they will all be the same in that regard. It's only the creatures that differ in stats and are like RNG based. Like if you get a rare one, it's totally up to the RNG. Healers, however, will be RNG mostly in terms of cosmetic. And of course, for now, since we're a very small team, it'll only be for the 2D art, not the 3D. Like, if you mint a healer and you receive a forest female healer class, then you're going to in 3D it's going to look the generic default looking one that we have showcased before. But your profile image and the one that we will use in terms of like 2D showcasing, like when battles start, if you want to inspect other healers, that'll be unique in terms of as much as we can make it. So I had Claude set up a sort of editor because this thing is like very, very confusing if you and it's still kind of confusing to me. Like I'm having a hard time getting started and getting like to know all of the assets. So I just wanted to give you like a little bit of a look of how it will work. There's some rules involved with it as well in terms of, let me just show you like real quick. I'm not even 100% sure yet if the layering order here is correct. There's some side rules as well where, let's say we pick this body. So right now it looks pretty weird, of course, but this is going to be like the layer 1 or layer 0, where this is where it starts. So when you're minting, the idea is that these different assets are going to have, I mean, these ones are going to be like pretty, there's not going to be like a very rare one, it doesn't make sense. Like these are probably going to be like 25% each chance that you get one. I mean, we could maybe go into more like realistic approach where we look at, but I don't think that makes any sense in terms of distribution. So then the next one, and here I don't think this should be the second, this is probably going to be the, so I had it like built like this where we basically pick like which layers we work with, and we're going to have to need some rules because if certain assets are picked, it's going to disqualify a lot of other assets to not be able to get picked. And yeah, let me just try and build this first so you can get an idea. So alright, so let's pick like the front hair. Let's say the RNG gods are a bit in your favor this time, so they're going to pick the hollow colored ones. So these are gonna be like a little bit rarer than the generic ones, or the diamond type ones, or the gold type. This is gonna be a bit rarer because it's hollow. So now, if this gets picked, as you can see here, it has different numbers, 1, and then there's 2. If you go for this instead, and then there's a third. If you go for hair with a hat, or fourth if you go for short hair. So let's say we're going with number 1. And this is like kind of like the one that is going to have a lot of different rules and exceptions to it. So then we have to pick the hair in the back. So obviously this isn't really, I mean this works I guess, but we want to go for this one. I guess there could be like variations, maybe not this, but I mean this works. Not really, because like I added like the zoom as well, so you can look into the details a bit more. But I think the idea is that this one's going to get picked. And then upper asset, there's some rules as well, I think, that are supposed to cover that up. We don't have the fourth layer yet. So this kind of covers up this line here. I'm not sure if you can see my cursor on the stream. Oh yeah, you can. So this line is a bit of an outlier, I think. So maybe if that hair is picked, you kind of have to get an asset like this. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just fine the way it is. And then let's see here, number 4. You could go for something like this or something like this. I think these two are supposed to be possible together as well. The idea is also like the order that they're picked in. I think expression is supposed to be higher up. Just because now the eyes are kind of like seeing through the glasses. So if we put expression here, okay, yeah, so this makes sense now. The eyes are behind the glasses. Let's go without glasses for now. Not to make it this any easier, but just like to try. So then we're going to get to necklaces. Let's pick like a hollow colored version for this as well to go with the hair. What were the expressions? Were there any unique ones there? Yeah, so these have like different expressions that they're going to have. Maybe you're gonna get a kind of like an angry, upset healer. You're gonna have to like live with that. Or maybe a surprised one, or one that is plotting something. Anyway, let's go with this. And we went with the purple raku earrings. Alright, so this is now where it gets a little bit more complicated. So this works. I think we have to make sure that it goes behind something, maybe not here in this case. Maybe it's the other healers that it affects. But I think that this also works. And this, however, has some... Okay, so here we're gonna have to have like some exceptions to the rule. Like if these get picked, it's fine. But if number 3 gets picked, oh, there's a fourth one as well, this. If number 3 gets picked, let's go with the hollow, then we're going to have to pick number 8 as well, which is this. And in that case, we also have to go with number 9, which places skin tone on the gloves, as you can see. So this now is like the final product, you know? If you got lucky and you got the hollow hair back, this doesn't even have to be part of it. But let's say one of these is rarer than the other, or you get these. This one works for a different model. Not sure. Does this work for both? This doesn't. But this could. It's just placed differently, I guess. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be what you're going with. And then you get this, or this. Like it's important to have the layering correctly. And then everything flows well. So the program then will, when you mint, you pay like the minting fee. It'll then go into like we're then going to start setting here rarities. So let's say these have 25% chance, so it's like random which one you will get. But then this, let's say, is going to have like a 50% chance because it's the regular one. This is what most people will get. then this maybe has like a 20% chance. This maybe has like a 15% chance. This maybe has a 10, 15, or whatever's left. The idea is that some of them will be rarer, and if those get picked, they have their own classes that they have to pick at the same time in that case. And let's see how it. Okay, that looks a bit messed up until you get to this. So as you can see, you can like change things around quite a lot. There's still a lot of. I need to like separate some of these that can work together and make sure that it understands which ones can't work together. So it's a little bit confusing, especially when we have, oh, you can't see the drop down, but there's like, we have like five other healers. that, look, that looks messed up. But yeah, you get the idea that there's going to be like a lot of variations, and we also plan on adding more because this right now is not enough, like only 16, and this isn't even, yeah, we're going to have like to add more variations. So we are going to need to find an artist who um wait, did this save? No, it didn't. It didn't save the order that I put earlier. I need to have Claude do that. But yeah, like things are getting done slowly but steadily. I mean, not slowly anymore, because with Claude now it's really great because I can like pick these things up myself now and get them done myself rather than having to rely on people who usually can get pretty expensive, so to speak. So, things are moving along. So I just wanted to give you like a quick update, and hopefully you're excited about minting a healer and being able to use them to play in our hopefully multiple games, but hopefully also our main like flagship game that's also being worked on slowly but steadily. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be working on this today. Just thought I'll post a quick update, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.